years ago, we launched our Eagle Manager Incentive, and it has been a very large part of the success of our company and the success of our FBOs. As we've watched people who have accepted the challenge to become Eagles, we've watched them progress, not only through the marketing plan, but in their personal lives, and we've watched their lives change as they've helped others change lives. I have a very special guest today that I want to introduce to you, and he has an extremely inspiring story. He comes all the way from Ghana. He is an Eagle manager, and he has built a solid business in just a handful of years here. Let's give it up from Ghana again, Benjamin Angenu, Eagle manager. Benjamin! Come here, brother. Hey, first off, thank you for being here with us today.
You're welcome, sir.
We are very excited for you.
I'm also happy to be here as well.
I have to tell you, when I heard your story, It inspired me, truly.
Sure.
And we thought, you know what? We need this young man, this handsome, successful young man, to come out here and speak to the forever world and share with them a little bit about your history and your story in forever. Can you do that for us?
Sure.
All right, let's give it up forever for Benjamin!
Hello, forever! Hello, Africa! Ooh, that's great. My name is Benjamin Kofi Benjamin from a small country in West Africa called Ghana. Yeah. I'm so much passionate about Forever Living business opportunity because it has actually transformed my life and the life of my entire family. I was born on an island where there is no light, neither no car. Have no treated water. The only thing you can see there is a very large land. Now, if you look at this particular river, which we call the Volta Lake, there are trees and stumps on that water. If you go to the area, the most rampant work you can find in the area is fishing. Yeah. So for that matter, my father happened to be one of the fishermen on the lake. And this is what happens. They have a particular challenge on the river when they go for fishing. As you can see from the slide, anytime they go for fishing, these trees and stumps entangle their net. So they have to get a way to solve this problem. So what they do is they go in for They train young children to go under the water to rescue the nets so that business could move on very well. If recently you could watch, anyone who has ever watched from the CNN documentary that talks about slavery on the river Volta, you know what I'm talking about. For my own, it was a slavery anyway. That's my dad's business. So we suffered a lot. I happen to be one of the children who also go under the waters. You go there, you can spend more than between 5 to 10 minutes. So many children die out of this. But thank God I was fortunate and today I'm here with us. As I was growing, it got to a time, even though we were working so hard to make sure we feed the family, but the income from my father's business couldn't supply the need of the family. sometimes getting a square meal becomes a problem, not to even talk of clothing. So what happened is that if they've tried their best to buy a pair of clothes like what I'm wearing, either your brother or your sister wear the down, then you wear the top with nothing at all, or maybe boxer shorts. It's a very sad story. As I was growing up, anytime you see any of us wearing something like this, it means it's on Christmas. My younger brother is the one on my right. And you can see from the slide that even the badge in the uniform is not removed. Because after every Xmas, you have to go and keep that clothes for the next Xmas. In fact, whilst I was growing up, I had a knowledge about formal education. Meanwhile, when we were on that island, there's no formal education. All we know is to go for the fishing, and that is all. But I was growing up, and I got to know there's something called formal education. So I approached my mom, asked her so many questions, and later I told her, for me, I will no more be in a fishing business. I want to go to school. Even though she was also willing for me to go back to school, but there's no money to sponsor my education. And later on, she spoke with a family member who is living in one of our cities in Ghana to come and pick me to the city. And that was at the age of 13. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the first time I saw a car with my naked eyes. This was our sleeping place. The same roof you are seeing is what we sleep on as a bed, our mattress. Now, the first time this country can be found, or the area where we are can be found at Karachi North District. Now, this was the first car I saw with my naked eyes, and that was at the age of 13. Trust me, after seeing this car, I couldn't approach the car. I was like, what kind of animal is this? Because in my entire life, I have never seen a car before. I struggled a lot as a student. When I was in school, sometimes during vacations, whilst our colleagues are in the classroom learning, we will be hustling under the sun to make sure we get money to pay back our fees. Now, after senior higher education, I decided to lift this particular poverty from my family. Because as I was attending school, my parents were still in a village on that island. So the plan is, I need something to do to make sure I transfer my parents from the island. But I couldn't get any vehicle until I met Forever Living. I saw the opportunity in the year 2013. And you know, Ghana, or my country, is one of the countries that is very difficult doing forever business. When I saw the presentation, I was so excited, thinking after joining, things would work out, and then I would transfer my parents from the village. But you know, because I was a new person in the city, communicating with the people became a challenge. So it took me so many years to start seeing results in the business. Bit by bit, I keep on moving, and it's about 2 years, 3 months, I became a manager on the marketing plan. You know what? When I made assistant manager, I got very good money to the extent that I have the chance to transfer my parents all the way from the island to the city, establish a business for my mom, and also do the same for my dad. That was when I began to realize my dream in the business. So I decided to work harder. And I remember I also have my first trip to travel to South Africa. And that was the first time I sat in an airplane. And I wish I could get enough time to explain my feeling in that airplane. In fact, I couldn't talk to anyone because I wasn't feeling secure at all. Forever is so amazing. From there, I came back from South Africa, and I told myself I have to work very hard to achieve more. So, when we entered to 2017, I qualified for the Eagle Manager for the first time. That was the Rock the Boat. Yeah. Then, April 2017, I did Forever to Drive Level 1. Went on, before December, the same 2017, I did Forever to Drive Level 2. And for that matter, before the year ends, I've been able to qualify for Chairman Bonus Level 1 for the first time. In that particular year, I became 1.5K qualifier. That made me to qualify for the Global Rally in Dallas. And then, number 2 top distributor in Ghana. That was a check I took at. So, the global rally that went on in Dallas, I have the opportunity to be there and also pick a check. And also went back to the US again for the Eagle Manager retreat as well. So, after qualifying Eagle Manager in 2017, I also qualified in 2018. So, that's the second time of qualifying again. Yeah. As we speak now, I've also qualified for the next Eagle Rally, which I chose to go to Pattaya. Yeah. So all the people will be going to Pattaya. Can I see you in the house? Yeah, we're gonna meet there because I was in Phoenix already, so I would love to go to Pattaya. And whilst we are coming to Stockholm, I also qualify for the Chairman Bonus Level 1 again. Yeah. Sure. In fact, Forever has done a lot in my life, and I love this quote very well. It said, great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. Our business is not easy, but if you persevere, you enjoy the fruit of your labor. Sure. Could you imagine a person like me who first saw a car at the age of 13? Now, thank God, I'm also a car owner. Sure. Now, this is the check I pick. All right, so this is my check I pick here at this particular global rally. And as I'm going back to Ghana, I'll work hard to make sure I achieve more. Yeah, as I spoke to you, now, by the grace of God, I'm now a car owner. And this is the car I drive. Woo! Wow. You know, in my country, people who drive this kind of cars are billionaires. So I thank God through Forever Living, today I'm also a billionaire. Oh, shout out to Forever! That's great. That's great. That's great. Now, the next dream or the next goal I have in life is to help other people. So if you come to Ghana, I actually groom a lot of young men in my team that I'm raising them together. And I know for sure we'll move forward in good faith. And aside that, I also love to give to the society. So whilst I'm giving other people freedom, I thought it wise that why wouldn't I go back to my previous village to see what is happening there? So before we came to this particular rally, I went there to visit them. And in fact, there's no much improvement. So from here, my next plan is to go back and make sure they have some amenities because they request for electricity, which I think at that island we can't get electricity. But something like solar can be okay for them. And also get them a borehole or perhaps a school. So once I'm going back, this is my next dream. Sure. I don't know what to say because Forever has done a lot in my life. Thank Rexmond, thank to Greg for bringing this such amazing opportunity. Because for me, had it not been Forever, I don't know what my life could have been. So anywhere Greg is, I say myself and my entire family, we are grateful to him. God bless him for introducing such a wonderful opportunity. I also thank our country manager, Mr. Michael Boafo, for your support. God bless you and your entire team. I use this opportunity to also thank my team members for their selfless hard work and commitment. And I know for sure we'll all get to the top. Thank you very much.
For Benjamin Angenu from Ghana. Benjamin, come up here with me for a moment. That was inspiring. Come on up here. I want to ask you a couple questions if I could. That stage, it's not big enough for you anymore, brother. So, you mentioned that you had never saw a car until you were 13 years old.
Sure, yeah.
So I want to ask you, now you're a car owner,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
How did it feel the first time you sat to drive your own brand new car?
That's amazing. You know, I remember the first day I bought a car, I decided not to sleep in my room. I slept in the car.
All night long in the car.
It's a nice feeling, sir. I slept in the car anyway. It's amazing. It's amazing. And it's amazing. Yeah.
Great. Tell me, and you mentioned this a little, but as you reflect upon your life and how Forever has changed it, the course of your life, where do you want to go now into the future? Where, you know, you told us a little bit about your past, where you're at now. As you look 10, 15, 20 years in the future, what's your goal?
My goal is to become the next Diamond Centurion. Maybe the first Diamond Centurion in the whole world. If it could be possible, I could do that.
You have some others that are running. You better move fast, right?
Sure.
That's
sure.
awesome.
That's the thing.
Now, you also mentioned chairman's bonus.
Yeah.
You had 2 checks, is that what I heard?
Sure.
How did you feel that first time you received your very first chairman's bonus check?
I remember the day we came to Dallas and I picked the check. I was shouting on top of my voice. I shouted throughout the whole night, and before we left the place, I lost my voice because it's happening. It's like a dream to me, and I'm so grateful. I was so happy. I remember when I got back to the country, the pocket money I received from the Global Rally, I didn't even spend a peso. I just went to dash all to my team members because I was so excited about the whole thing. Yeah.
Good man.
Sure.
I do have a question though. Like your car, did you sleep with that check the first night?
You know, with the check when I go home, I just put it on my bed and I slept beside the check throughout the whole night.
You cuddle up, it'll keep you warm, right?
Sure.
Those chairman's bonus checks have a lot of purposes. Awesome.
Sure.
Well, let's give another big round of applause for Benjamin. What an absolute inspiring story. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you for coming here today, and most importantly, thank you
very much
for being part of the Forever family.
I'm Benjamin from Ghana. I'm Forever. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get
What
juiced.
an amazing testimonial from Benjamin from Ghana about the power of the Forever opportunity and specifically the power of working to be an eagle. Our qualification period has just kicked off for next year. We have 2 amazing destinations to pick from, Pattaya, Thailand, or the Bahamas. Make sure you're doing everything that you can to work hard to join us there. We've had an amazing day so far, fantastic celebrations of your success. We've given away so many amazing chairman's bonus checks and experienced amazing entertainment, but don't go anywhere. There's so much more to come, more big checks, and some checks I think you're gonna be really excited to see. But first, let's go check out Bjorn again.